We're going live, and we're live. All right, guys. So, I'm not gonna again. I don't pull punches. I never pull punches. I give it to you the way it should be. I'm not going to ever pull punches. That was pathetic. The Yankees had their swing decisions are terrible. And I've said this on live streams. I've actually said this on podcasts now as well, where I said I'm inviting any Yankee front office, but you don't have to show your face. Honestly, you could just like anonymous voice like how they have those voice disruptors to make it sound like it's not that person, so you could be super anonymous. Do that. I don't care. I don't care how it has to happen. I want someone who explains to me why the Yankees swing so much. Why are the Yankees bottom 5 in pitches seen in baseball? Why are they the team that sees the least amount of pitches per inning this season? Why do the New York Yankees why do the New York Yankees swing so much? Baseball is a sport that rewards teams that are patient at the plate, that grind out at bats, and the Yankees are currently incapable of doing that. I promise you that the New York Yankees will not score a lot of runs in the postseason the way they are hitting right now. And I promise you that no matter how big of a deadline you have, you are not going to see a change in the offense's production in the postseason compared to years past if they are unable to go out and make the adjustments at the plate to see more pitches. There are a lot of situations tonight where the Yankees stupidly swung on 3-0, stupidly swung on 2-0, stupidly swung on 2-1, stupidly swung on 3-1, and it cost them the game. Jake Bauers against Adam Ottavino. That's a great example right there. I know Stan got a fastball down the middle, but I actually got the numbers on it. It is more productive to take a 3-0 pitch than it is to swing at a 94 to 95 mile per hour fastball. That movement at that part of the strike zone, that part, it's a disadvantage if you swing at that pitch. Giancarlo Stanton, for some reason, swings at that pitch. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think I'm at a point where Dylan Lawson, I need you to explain this to me. Someone in the organization, I need you to explain it to me. Why do the Yankees swing on 3-0? Jake Bauers, love the guy. Why the fuck is Jake Bauers swinging on 3-0? Giancarlo Stanton has the he's Giancarlo Stanton excuse. I get it. I still think it doesn't make sense, but he has that excuse. Jake Bauers is not Giancarlo's fucking Stanton. He's not Aaron Judge. Why the fuck does he have a 3-0 green light? Dylan, do you want to explain to me why he has a 3-0 green light? You want to explain to me what happened tonight? You want to kind of give me your thoughts here?
First off, yeah, I agree. I don't know why Jake Bauers is getting a green light. That makes no sense to me. The Giancarlo Stanton excuse, yeah, it's dumb, but it is Stanton, so we'll just let that go, I suppose. But everything else, the offense continues to just kill me. First off, the first game of the series, the offense looked great for one inning, exactly one inning, but thankfully that one inning was good enough to win us the game yesterday. But tonight was just the complete opposite. The 3 runs, the third run came on IKF stealing home. If IKF didn't steal home, we would have already lost this game and wouldn't even have went to extra innings. You know what I mean? And that just kind of shows how quiet the offense really was. The only multi-hit game was from Billy McKinney. He was 2 for 4. Solid game from him. But, a lot of 1-4s here. 1 for 5, 1 for 4 from LeMahieu. Bauers was the one who was 1 for 5, by the way. Trevino 1 for 3. Volpe was 1 for 4 with the double. The big guys were the ones, once again, not contributing. Stanton, 0 for 4. Rizzo, 0 for 3. Donaldson was 0 for 4. Who else am I missing? Torres pinch hit and struck out. Um, like all the guys that you're expecting to do something didn't do anything. And, I want to highlight this too. Once again, the pitching kept us in a ball game that we should have won and didn't win. Garrett Cole, 6 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 8 strikeouts. Great performance. Great performance. Yes, he looked a little shaky as right before he got out of there, but overall, great performance. Awesome. That's an ace performance. Jimmy Cordero was rough. The 2 hits, the 2 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning. I believe he was the one who gave up the hit to Starling Marte. I could be wrong, though. I don't fully remember. But he was rough. He was rough. He didn't have a good game at all. Marinaccio was actually the one who gave up the hit to Starling Marte. I just remember now. But Cordero was the one who left the guys on base. So apologize for that. But Marinaccio, he only pitched that one batter. He gave up the hit. He didn't even come back out, which to me, I wondered why he didn't come back out, but whatever. Tommy Kahnle pitched a good inning, 2 strikeouts. How about him? He was good. He was really good. He's been really good since he came back. Tommy Kahnle hasn't even given up an earned run. I just realized that right now. Albert Abreu, for what it was worth, he gave us a good inning and a third. I'll give him that. He did give us a good inning in the third. 1 hit, no run, no. Actually, he was credited for giving up the run, but you know, Manfred man, that's what I like to call it. He didn't even give up the hit, so it's not Abreu's fault. He struck out too. Nick Ramirez was the one who gave up the hit, but he only faced the one batter. I mean, Manfred man runner again. I'm not gonna point the finger at Nick Ramirez. I'm pointing the finger at the offense. I'm just highlighting here that the pitching was good once again, and the offense did nothing, and that's why we lost this game. The Mets seemed like they were trying to lose this game. They honestly did. It seemed like the Yankees were kind of just given an opportunity to win this game, and they didn't do it. They once again fell flat and just didn't get any offense together to score some runs. You can't win baseball games if you don't score. Doesn't matter how good the pitching was. The pitching's been great all year long, and we're losing these games because of offense. That's a problem. We can sit here all we want and rant about the offense, but something's got to change. Like you said, something that Dylan Lawson is doing is not working. They need to do something. We need an explanation for what kind of approaches these guys are going up to the plate with, because it's not good. It's really not good, and it's kind of getting disgusting to watch. These are big league hitters. These guys aren't supposed to look like high schoolers. So I don't even know what else to say about it. What do you want to say about that? What do you want to add?
Um, I don't really know. Honestly, I think you hit it on the head. Like the pitching was great. The pitching was great. Look, the Yankees threw out their B bullpen. They like Clay Holmes wasn't available, it seems. Wandy Peralta wasn't available, it seems. Who else wasn't available likely? Trying to think. Who else? Michael King doesn't pitch back-to-back days, so he wasn't available. That's 3 guys you don't have. So considering that you didn't have those guys, Albert Abreu, I mean, pitched out of his mind considering the fact that, it's Albert Abreu. You don't necessarily think, okay, tie game, bottom of the ninth, Albert Abreu, this is his lane. Tommy Canley's mentioned has been excellent. Nick Ramirez gives up that big hit, but Nick Ramirez just isn't here. Like, isn't supposed to be here. Like, I'm not even going to get mad at bringing it. Like, I'm seeing a comment here. Instead of walking Nimmo and letting Abreu pitch to Marte for the DP, dumbass Boone goes to Nick Ramirez. I want people to understand, Nick Ramirez was pitching well for the Yankees. They had been throwing him in high leverage situations to face left-handed batters, and he had been succeeding. You have to understand that by walking Nimmo and having Abreu pitch to Marte, you're number one, asking Abreu to continue to be stretched out into a multi-inning role. And had Abreu given up a hit to Starling Marte, I promise you the reaction would have been the same. Why was Aaron Boone leaving Albert Abreu in for a second inning of work in a game with 2 on and 1 out, right? So I think that's a stupid criticism. No disrespect, Knicks Nation. I think it's dumb. I think that's a dumb way to criticize it. I think it's crazy to put this game on Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone, I mean, we can talk about, and I think Morning Brew brings up a good point here, which first off, those are our guys, so just want to shout them out. But he says, why didn't Cole go back out there in the 7th? He was at 94 pitches, if I'm not wrong. That's the only move where you're like, maybe, you know what I mean? It's like, maybe, could you have pushed Cole a little bit more? You could have, maybe. I thought the decision to go to Cordero wasn't bad. I just think Cordero didn't do his job. Marinaccio also didn't do his job. That was collected by, a great read by Trevino, throwing out Nimmo because Nimmo made a bad turn to third. And as you alluded to, the Mets made a lot of mental errors this game. A lot of stupid mistakes were made by the Mets today, and the Yankees failed to capitalize. The Yankees went 1 for 15 with runners in scoring position today. And I want to emphasize that because the Yankees now have a team WRC plus of 97. That is 20th Major League Baseball. I don't really know what else to say, right? In terms of offensive runs, which factors in your base running as well. The Yankees are at negative 11 offensive runs, guys. That is also the 20th best mark in the league. For context here, guys, the teams you're around are the Seattle Mariners, the Cincinnati Reds, the Miami Marlins, the Washington Nationals. I don't really know what else to say here, right? The Yankees clearly need a facelift offensively. They could have had Austin Wells getting AAA reps. He's a top 100 prospect for his bat, not for his glove, for his bat. They're choosing not to. That's on them, right? I know IKF stole home, but IKF is a sub 70 WRC plus. He's getting $6 million, right? Tommy Pham went 2 for 4 today, I believe. Tommy Pham is getting paid as much as Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, right? Like, let's be real here. I know he stole home. Would you rather have a 117 WRC plus hitter who can play the outfield for you? Or would you rather have a guy who plays center field and is a defense first guy for this team? There are also comments here about Bowers was playing shower for Nimmo. Yes, he was, because a single scores a run there, a double scoring a guy regardless. So the ball gets over any of their heads, they're scoring. Like, there's no play Bowers is going to make on that ball.
The fact that it was a close play at home is kind of shocking.
Right.
Honestly.
There's no play that Bowers can make that doesn't involve him catching it that is going to result in the Yankees getting Escobar out. They have to play shallow because there's a chance with a single that you come up firing, you come up throwing, and you get an out there. Again, I understand that people are upset about the positioning or this and that, but it's not on the pitching. It's not on the manager tonight. It's not on the field. It's on the hitting. The offense sucked. They're terrible. They're bad. It's the swing decisions, horrible, unexcusable. Again, the Yankees are a bottom 5 team in pitches seen this season. They are the worst team in baseball in pitches seen per inning. That is unacceptable. Verlander has 100 pitches, falls behind 3-0 to Giancarlo Stanton with 1 out and a runner on. I think there's a runner on third as well. What are we doing? Swinging on 3-0. Ground ball, double play. Verlander gets out of it. You're shorting the game for the Mets bullpen, a bullpen that's really been leaky for them all season. The Yankees gave the Mets multiple opportunities to win this game. That is why they lost. The Yankees are incapable of making big-time swing decisions and getting the job done. And it's fucking infuriating. If I can't put into words what it's like watching a team that has this much financial capital invested to it, that is supposedly this talented, go out there and swing like little leaguers. Look, Volpe's new stance. He's had a couple of good swings. That's great. You throw him 3 sliders off the plate and he's swinging at all of them. It's a fucking month and a half of people doing that to him. You're going to stop swinging. You're going to realize, does it like, do the brain cells, because there's electricity in your brain, do the electric shocks not go off of, hey, shit, maybe I should stop swinging at a slider down and away? Man, I mean, I keep doing that. Like, it's incredible to me. It's incredible to me. It's insane, right? And, am I going to sit here and blame it on a 22-year-old rookie if the Yankees aren't scoring? Absolutely not. But am I going to sit here and say either someone's not making adjustments, cough, cough, Dylan Lawson, or the Yankees forgot how to play baseball? I'd like to believe that the Yankees still know how to play baseball at a professional level. And I'm asking for adjustments. That's all I'm asking for. Not tomorrow. They play Thursday, I believe. No, Friday. Today's Wednesday. Friday. I want Friday, take more pitches. 3-0, if anyone swings 3-0, take them out the fucking game. I don't care who it is. If anyone swings on 3-0, pull them from the fucking game. I'm sick of this shit. I'm not even sitting here saying Aaron Boone's too soft on these guys, because obviously you're not going to pull Giancarlo Stanton in a 1-1 game on ESPN. Like, I get that. I completely understand. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like suggesting that he should have pulled Giancarlo Stanton. But for fuck's sake, if anyone swings on 3-0 Friday, I swear to God, like I'm being so serious when I say this. If anyone dares to swing 3-0, pull them from the fucking game. I'm done with this shit. This is bad baseball. I'm not even being like a boomer here. This is backed by analytics. No data tells you to swing on 3-0. All the data says do not swing on 3-0. What do these guys do? Swing on 3-0. Again, who gave Jake Bauers a 3-0 green light? I promise you that Jake Bauers is just doing what the coaches allow him to do. Dylan Lawson, why the fuck does Jake Bauers have a 3-0 green light? What are you thinking? What is the game plan? I want to know. I just want to know. That's all I want to know. Why are the swing decisions this bad? Oh my God. Like, I can't do it. I can't. You're not going to win the postseason. Cool. Let's say they take 2 out of 3 from Fenway and they do it with a bad process. Cool. When you go face the Tampa Bay Rays and you're like, oh shit, we can't score. Yeah, because you're swinging at everything. The teams are throwing more pitches out of the zone to the Yankees than before. They know that they can't fucking lay off of them. Stop swinging. I'm praying. Look, I'll do anything for them to stop swinging. I'm being serious. I'll get on my fucking knees and start begging. Please stop swinging. Please stop swinging. Dylan, we're going to get to the comments here. And Dylan, I'm going to let you take over for a little bit here because I'm going to get a little carried away here.
Nah, man. Preach, dude. Preach.
It's I can't.
Infuriating. It's infuriating. Like you said, swinging on 3-0. Like, your offense is, if you're an offense and you're struggling right now, the one thing you want to do is at least try to get base runners. Try to ignite offense in some way. Swinging at 3-0 and then grounding out, that's equally as ineffective as striking out. It's as simple as that. You got to get on base. If you want offense to click, you got guys on base. And even if it's just by walking, that's a start. That's a starting point. You're at least progressing in that form. If you're swinging at 3-0 and grounding out to third, grounding out to short, or popping up, whatever it is, then you're regressing and you're going backwards. It's as simple as that. They got to take better approaches at the plate. They're essentially handing the opposing pitchers, opportunities to get them out. when they're trying to when they're almost like giving them a chance to reach base or get a hit or something. Like it's just infuriating. It's infuriating. They always tell you, I played little league baseball when I was younger, and they always tell you don't swing at 3-0. They always tell you that. They almost never give you green lights because they don't want hitters to develop the habit of swinging at 3-0, thinking that they're just going to get an instant pitch right down the middle that they're going to crush. No, because nowadays with how pitchers are and how much pitch moves and stuff like that, it's not as easy anymore. Yeah, some guys do get the green lights, and I understand that, but that should be reserved for specific hitters only. Like you said, guys like Jake Bauer shouldn't be getting a 3-0 green light. Come on, like what are we doing with that? You know, like I said, that should only be reserved for like a very small select group of hitters when you need something to happen. For example, if Aaron Judge was in that situation, he is getting a green light, and I will be perfectly okay with it. And if Aaron Judge grounds out because of that, whatever. I'm at least happy he swung and that they didn't let him walk. That's Aaron Judge, though. When it's a guy like Jake Bowers or IKF or Donaldson who's struggling to reach base, LeMahieu, guys like that, get on base because we know that we would much rather see you get on base than you ground out because we've been seeing too much of that. We want to see them get on base and try to ignite offense for the other guys, for the big guys that are supposed to step up, but unfortunately right now they are not. So I'm really hoping on Friday, when fingers crossed that Harrison Bader returns to this lineup can get a little deeper and that they can actually put together some much better at bats because I mean, my God, it's just so infuriating watching this offense right now. It's so infuriating. Like, I mean, what do you want to say about that? What do you got to add?
I mean, like I
And
don't
I
even
want to say
like
too, the last time we came on alive was I believe it was after the
Red
Red
Sox
Sox
lost.
series. It
Yeah,
was
that
after
one.
that one, which was also another game they should have won. This
Yeah,
this
and it was
Mets game right here, another one they should have won. How many more of these games are we gonna have? We're gonna say, man, the Yankees really let that one go. They should have won that game. Can't
probably
have
a
that,
lot.
man.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we're gonna
I
have
don't
a
even know
lot,
what to
man.
say here,
With
man.
with how much more with how much the offense is looking right now, I feel like all weekend in Fenway, we might say again, man, they really could have won that game. They held the Red Sox to 3 runs, but only scored 2. Like I don't know, man. It's getting frustrating. It's getting frustrating. The fan in me is getting agitated because like I want to see my team succeed, of course, and I want to see offense. I love what the pitchers have been doing. I don't mean to shy away from what the pitchers have been doing because they've been nails. Clay Holmes, for example, yesterday, awesome. I was pumped with that. I was really happy to see what he did. Clay Holmes was amazing yesterday. I'm really happy with what the pitching's doing. I don't mean to, shy away from that because I know, pitching is a part of the game, of course. So, you know, shout out them because they've been holding it down. Offense, pick it up, man. Pick up the slack. Something's got to happen. Like, your pitchers can only carry you for so long. Eventually, the pitchers will start to get rusty and they'll start to struggle at some point, too. It's a grueling season. The offense needs to pick them up. These pitchers can't be out here shoving and throwing, 6 innings of 1-run ball or even shutout innings, and the bullpen coming in and just locking them down, giving up like 1 hit in the span of 3 innings or something like that. And the offense does nothing. You can't do that. Eventually, that bullpen's going to break. They're not going to be perfect 100% of the time. The offense has to win them these games. It's as simple as that. Because then they will have a bad pitching performance once in a while. Look at Luis Severino last night. He's continuing to struggle, and the offense actually stepped through against Max Scherzer and picked it up and ended up winning the game. If the offense doesn't do that, they don't win that game. They get blown out. Simple as that. I know that sounds very redundant because it's like, oh, well, obviously, but it shows like how much the offense needs to back up their pitchers. They need to back them up. If the offense is doing nothing, the pitchers feel hopeless, man. Because then you're hurting the pitchers' morale. Because it's like, man, then they're gonna make the pitchers start thinking like, man, maybe I'm not doing enough. No, the offense needs to click. If you can't score, you're not going to win. Simple. Simple as that.
Yeah. You can't win. It's just, and another thing too, bat first teams that have really good offenses and rely on their really good offense to win the postseason perform a lot better than teams that, rely on pitching without a good offense. That's a historical trend. The Yankees are not built to win a World Series in terms of like what they do well does not translate well to the postseason. They need to hit. They need to, and they fucking can't. It's incredible. We were here in this spot after 2021. And the Yankees are in this spot 2 years later. They hired a new hitting coach. They dumped. I mean, they made a complete roster turnover, and yet we are still in this same spot where they just can't freaking hit, dude. Like, what do you want me to say? What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I'm
I
gonna
don't
get to
even
the
know at
comments
this
here
point.
because I've
It's
been ignoring
frustrating.
them. I've been blowing them off, and I'm gonna get to these here. So,
I'm trying to find the Yankees record from extra innings on the road this year because I know it's
yeah,
not
I feel
good.
like we get smoked.
I just know it's not good because it feels like every time we play an extra innings game, especially on the road, we never capitalize in the 10th inning. We always end up either having to play up 11 or we just give up the run in the bottom half of the 10th. It feels
Yeah.
like every single time we're never the ones who jump out in front in the top half of extra innings. It feels like we're always getting battered. I don't have the record in front of me, but I can imagine it's not good. And I can imagine our overall extra innings record isn't good either because we had the Boston loss the other day, which we should have won. That was at home, so I can imagine it's not good.
Yeah, no. And getting to the comments here, one of the first ones I love it's get water and let's talk. I might need to get a water at some point. We'll wait and see. We'll see how this one goes.
Hey, we need
Here,
air freshener. We need
oh,
air
I have it
freshener
right
from you.
next to me. It didn't work.
Just don't
Nothing.
spray it in your face again.
I
Just don't spray it in your face.
Yeah, no. But moving on here. I mean, I can't. I'm gonna need to get a water bottle eventually. These type of losses piss me off so much. What it do, fellas? What's good, man? I hope you guys are having a really good night. We appreciate you guys stopping by and providing some insight here. Tonight's loss was disgusting. It was bad. Wilfra, man, on second blows. But why is Gleyber pinch hitting for the IKF in the ninth and not Donaldson in the eighth? Okay, I know IKF stole home. IKF sucks at hitting. I want to just I hate to do this. I really hate to do this. I hate to do this, guys. I really hate to. He's still home. You know what I mean? And that's really cool. But here's the thing. He sucks at hitting. Like, he's a really bad hitter. Like, I say this from a
and
point.
I want to add to, he is hitting 300 over his last 15 games, but I don't think that Glaber pinch hitting form was the bad decision. You
No,
needed
he's just a bad
you
hitter.
needed a run. You needed a run, and quite frankly, I'm sure you would probably trust Glaber more than IKF. If IKF grounded out to third, would we be saying, why didn't we pinch hit for why didn't we have Glaber pinch hit? Da, 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 So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, look, IKF in his last 34 plate appearances has a 48 WRC plus, and on the season it's 76. Like, he's a bad hitter. Now it's 73. Like, he's a bad hitter, guys. He tries hard, he works hard. I get it, that's cool, but he's just not a good hitter. Like, the Yankees haven't, like, Billy McKinney can play center field. He doesn't need to, like, I don't know what IKF does for this team other than run the bases. Like, you can find fast guys. It's not that hard. Like, I'm not even trying to, like, pile on the guy, but the Yankees suck at hitting and he sucks at hitting. He's part of the problem. Would he help a team that is really good offensively and just needs a fourth outfielder? Sure. But this is not that type of team. This team has a million outfielders that are fourth outfielders. They just need a bat. And he's not a bat. He kind of sucks. So, like, when Bader gets back, tomorrow, which should be Friday, who's going down? Should be Calhoun, in my opinion. He doesn't play a position. McKinney's
Should be Calhoun,
yeah,
but
McKinney's been awesome.
I feel like it's gonna be McKinney though.
And if they send down McKinney, I will say this: I'm privy to information tells me that I'm privy to information that Boone does have an influence on roster decisions. I know a lot of people think that he doesn't make the lineups. He does, number one, and number two, he has a huge influence over the roster decisions. He likes Calhoun, so the Yankees are going to keep a worse player that can't play a position just to appease Aaron Boone. I'm just going to clarify that the Yankees are data driven, sure, but they're willing to let a manager allow them to make worse decisions. I just want to clarify that because when it does happen, when Billy McKinney does go down, and the Yankees was a guy who's given them a 160 WRC plus so far, who's given them a 320 average, who's given them some pretty big hits, who's given them a competent left-handed hitter. I don't want anyone to be too surprised. I don't want anyone to be shocked. I don't want anyone to be like, oh my God, I couldn't see this coming. See it coming now. I want everyone to see. I want everyone to see this coming right now. Right now. Right now. He's going to go down. It will not be Willie Calhoun, who can't play position, has a WRC plus below 100, and has an F4, I think, that is negative, if I'm not mistaken. He was not going down. I want to clarify that. But IKF's a bad hitter. So, I mean, that's in my opinion. I think he was agreeing with us on kind of one of the things here when it came to talking about the offense.
That applies to anything you say.
I don't know if it applies to anything. I say a lot of very irrational things. So like I know my hit or miss rate, my hit rate, my success rate's pretty low. I just kind of yell a lot. So Jackson Save also follows it up with same every year. We have zero regard for situational hitting again and again. I want to clarify. I'm not like I'm a big data guy. Like I really don't like tweeting things out like the Yankees can't situationally hit, but they can't situationally hit right now. Dylan, I don't know. Like I don't know what to say. Like, I know
you don't even have to look at data to know it. Just watch the game tonight. Look over the tape from tonight. You'll see.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say. You don't even need to look at data.
You could sit down and watch one at bat and figure out they don't know how to situationally hit. And I'm a big I love big sample size. I love so many things right now.
Think about it, man. The 2 runs we got in the 7th inning came on plays that weren't even hits. The second run that gave our second run of the game that gave us the lead in the 7th inning was off of an error by Jeff McNeil.
Yeah,
and then IKF stole home. We didn't even hit them in. They had to do it themselves, and the Mets did it. Mets made 2 costly mistakes, and that's how we scored. We didn't score by something we did. We scored because of stuff the Mets did.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And how did the first run score again? I forgot how the first run scored.
Jake Bauers smoked a single off of Verlander.
That's right. Jake Bauers got the single off Verlander. Okay, so that was offense. The other 2 were not offense. Those were just the Mets being the Mets.
Yeah, no. Also, now here's another thing I wanted to bring up because I remember I was making this point. I just sidetracked myself completely. Bader comes back. So McKinney's going to go down again, despite Billy McKinney having more value, in my opinion, than IKF and Calhoun. When Judge gets back, who goes down?
Well, it should be Calhoun.
Okay. But who is okay? I guess my point is who brings you more value right now? Who is the better hitter? Billy McKinney or IKF?
I mean, probably Billy McKinney. But
do the Yankees need base running?
Yes. Just because of the fact that McKinney's barely been up here is what will give them a reason to send him down.
Right, but, and he's probably not. So he's probably going to be down before we even get to this call. But it comes down to Bauers and Calhoun.
And I feel like in the Yankees side too, they'll figure that that McKinney will cool off at some point. Because me personally, I don't think McKinney.
No, he's going to cool off.
Hit 320. Yeah. He will. Cool
I think McKinney would be a reasonable send him down when Judge gets back guy. I think that would make sense. Because you would get a little bit more sample size to see what he is, and then at that point, it's like,
and that's fair,
right? He would be he feels like the Judge.
I just saw a comment. We're forgetting about Cabrera. We're forgetting about Oswaldo.
Okay, Cabrera. Yes, Cabrera goes down. Cabrera's down for Bader. I think Cabrera goes down for Bader. Then that helps. Oh my God, that clears up so much. We still have to send down one of those 4 guys.
See, it's kind of crazy. We're forgetting about Cabrera. I think that just kind of shows how little he's been playing now.
He
kind of just comes in as a defensive sub. It is for a reason because they know he's really struggling with the bat. They don't want to get his bat in there. If it's not reliable enough, they're not going to put his bat in there. So
yeah, it was Cabrera. I completely forgot Cabrera existed. My bad. I just completely forgot Cabrera existed. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was Knicks Nation that said it. He brought up Cabrera.
Yeah, thanks, man, because I completely forgot he existed. But
I had the chat open on my phone, so I saw it.
Right? He goes down for Bader.
That's probably.
That should happen. I think McKinney should stay over Cabrera. I think we can universally agree that should happen. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then when Judge gets back, you're still back in that spot of, okay, Calhoun, Bauers, McKinney, IKF. I think the reasonable answer is Calhoun just because he doesn't play a position. But
it's a reasonable position, but it's a reasonable reason, but I don't know what the Yankees are going to be thinking.
And also, every time I say he's bad, he does good. So I feel like he's probably going to go on a hot streak and make this complicated. But if he doesn't, I think it's Calhoun. We're just in such a weird spot with the roster. We're we just need bats. Josh Donaldson should probably be factored for a DFA at some point. The dude's been bad. He's been bad. He looks really bad at the plate. It's bad. It's bad. I can't.
The whole left side of the infield is just
yeah. I think if you ask me if I'd rather have IKF or Donaldson, I'd rather have IKF. I think that's a fair because he can play.
That is fair. I second that.
Yeah. So I would say this. You need to really start figuring out what Donaldson's future is here. And if you're just going to cut ties, if you cut ties with Hicks that early, I think you can do it with Donaldson that early, personally speaking. And
you can.
And if another team, I don't even know if another team's going to pick him up, honestly. So that's another thing too. Is another team going to pick him up and be like, all right, start at third? Do you think the Washington Nationals are fuck yeah, go pick him up? You see the Baltimore Orioles picked up Hicks. And that's because outfield is a 3-player spot. Hicks can play center, right, and left. So, you can throw him in either of those spots. And when guys come back healthy, you can rotate in and out. 4th outfielder is valuable. Who needs a backup third baseman?
Not
you
many.
can. I think you
Not
just cut
many.
him and get rid of him, and no one. You're not gonna like. I'm not really like. He's
You
one of
know
those guys where
you
it's
know,
like,
I wanna pivot here for 1 second. You know
yeah,
who
yeah,
I
yeah.
think we need to discuss more? Anthony
Oh
Rizzo.
my god. Oh my god. He's been fucking terrible.
He's 7 for his last 57. That's good for a
Horrible.
123 batting average, 17 strikeouts, and 57 at bats.
He's terrible. No, he's
Look,
unbelievably bad right now.
and to shrink it down more, he's 1 for his last 26, which is
Yeah.
038.
Dude, his WRC plus dropped from like 130, 140, which was elite. Like he was going to be the starting first baseman on the All Star team to 119.
His batting average dipped from 300 to 266.
Yeah, he's got it. Dude, it's got to happen now. It's got to happen now. I'm not saying
And
you're going to
I
cut
think
him,
what's
but it's
more
got to happen
concerning
now.
is the same thing happened last year. Remember when he had that amazing
Yeah.
April and then just couldn't hit
May.
anything in May, and now it's I guess June 2023 this time. Like, what is it with Rizzo in the months of May and June? Does he just not like those months?
He's got to do it now. It
Like,
has
like
to happen
it's
now.
getting bad.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
you know,
costing us wins.
like we've always been saying, like, oh, he'll get out of this slump soon. When? 7 for 57 is a long stretch. That's a long stretch of games. Like, that's not like no 5-game sample size. No, you're looking at like 10 to 15 games right there.
Yeah.
That's a decent size of just horrible struggles. Like, you know, Anthony Rizzo is of course a veteran and a close to all-star level player. So I do of course expect the slump to end. But I don't know when because every day I say it will, he just puts up another offer. And that's getting bad. So, I just really hope he turns it around like soon. Like we're literally talking like Friday. He needs to put up a good game. He has to.
Yeah, I can't. I, dude, it's bad. Dude, it is so bad right now with the Yankees offense. Fire Dylan Lawson, hire Austin Wells. Yeah, Austin Wells has done more. I mean, at least he told Volpe to make an adjustment. Dylan Lawson, I mean, dude, I'm not going to sit here and say that Dylan Lawson isn't telling the Yankees to make adjustments because I'm not in the locker room. I'm not in the clubhouse. I don't know. You know what I mean? But damn it, dude, it doesn't look good when the one thing you struggle at. The Yankees don't see pitches, man. Like, dude. Look, I'm not even sitting here saying that, like, the Yankees I'm asking the Yankees to do something they fundamentally or organizationally have never done before. Like, if I was sitting here advocating for the Yankees to do something they, like, just historically don't do, I get it. If you look at the late 90s Yankees, what they did really well, they walked a lot. Like, they worked so many walks, really good in OBP, saw a lot of pitches. Anyone who saw those teams, and if there are people in the comment sections who are old enough to remember those teams, please confirm what I'm saying here because I'm pretty sure I'm spot on here. That is what they did really well. Did we just decide that doesn't work anymore? Because the data proves that still works. I mean, I don't. Dylan Lawson, my dog, dude. No, not my dog. You're not my dog. Not my dog. Definitely not my dog. No, but dude, what the fuck, man? Can we see? Are guys gonna start seeing pitches? Are we gonna say, hey, it's 2-0, maybe don't swing as aggressively, dude? Rizzo, let's bring. I mean, it's 2-0 when the dude's swinging at 2 cutters at his hands. They're at his hands, dude. If he didn't swing at them, he might get hit by them. What the hell are we doing, man? It's 2-0. Don't swing. Don't swing. Please. Make a pitcher think, man, I can't just
There
throw
comes
it
a
out.
fine line between being desperate to get hits and playing smart baseball. I understand they're probably trying to swing at more pitches to try to initiate offense. That's not the way to go, man. Even simple as walks can help initiate offense because you're getting guys on base, and right then and there you're putting more pressure on a pitcher. If you're swinging at bad pitches hoping you make contact to get a good hit, you are helping the pitcher. Simple as that. So
Baseball is made a lot easier. Baseball is made a lot easier when you do not have to throw strikes. It is made a lot because it's really hard. I want people to know something. Throwing strikes is super difficult. It is really hard.
throwing
I know
strikes
this
of
sounds
pitches
crazy.
that move like this, that move all wacky,
Oh yeah,
that's extremely difficult.
And not even just that, because you can't just say, all right, just throw a strike. Because if you just throw a strike and it's down the middle, it'll get hammered. You can't just throw a strike. You must throw a strike in a great location. It is really hard to throw strikes. And the Yankees, for some reason, despite, again, it's public data. Like, I can go on Baseball Savant and pull the data to support this argument, right? And I might write an article about that. I think it'd be a good article to write. but I can put all the data together. I'm an 18-year-old who is in an apartment in Binghamton who my neighbors hate me because I yell so much. And I can figure that out. Dylan Lawson is getting paid money to do this. Can we please? Guys, I should not be privy to information that the Yankees seemingly are not taking into consideration here. When it becomes a situation where I'm right and the Yankees are wrong, something horrible has happened because I'm not very smart. I should not have opinions that are better than the Yankees' opinions. That should never happen, ever. I should be wrong a lot, and I am wrong a lot. But when that happens, something horrible has happened. So I just I can't wrap my head around it, man. I really can't. I'm still just. I gotta block out today's game from my mental memory. I really want the Yankees hitting coach to sit down and tell us what's their philosophy and approach at the plate. Same, please. I invite anyone from the Yankees organization. Again, we'll set it up so that you want to do a voice disruptor so it doesn't, you don't give yourself away. No camera sounds good. Dude, you can email me on a burner, tweet me on a burner, sign, I don't care how it's got to happen. Let's make it happen. Only thing I'm going to ask is I need verification that you actually work for the Yankees. I don't want some random dude to just pull up and say stuff and spread misinformation. Need actual verification you work for the Yankees. But we'll make it as anonymous as humanly possible, guys. I promise you that. Anyone in the Yankees organization, please sit down and talk. Get on the podcast. Talk. I'm inviting you. I'm opening. I won't sit up here and just yell and scream at you. I will have an open dialogue. Please. We're begging you. Because I don't fucking get it. Right now, you guys just look like idiots. So I don't get it. Explain it to me. Sit down. Nice conversation. Look, I'll even get a granola bar going. You know what I mean? A little granola bar, a little bottle of cold water. You know what I mean? Really cool the nerves. Have a good time. Talk, laugh, whatever it may be. But I need an explanation. I need one soon. I can't do it, man.
I need some transparency.
I need it, man. That's what pisses me off too. It's the lack of transparency. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't. I want to know. I like information.
We just want to know, man. Simple.
Yeah. That's all. Hey, we just want to talk. Just want a conversation. That's all. just conversation. I enjoy your thorough analysis. Tonight's losses on the Yankees veteran middle of the order hitters, Stanton, Donaldson's, Rizzo's offensive ineptitude. I think this is when you were talking about just the guys that didn't step up, the offers that we had in the lineup from big guys. I think Dylan nailed it on the head. I think he nailed it on the head there. Guys.
Well, I appreciate that. First off, from you and Marcel.
You can't. They can't go. They can't put up overs.
It's just true, though. I mean, with Judge out, immediately you're pointing the fingers at, all right, Stanton, Rizzo, Donaldson, Glaber, you guys have to step up. LeMahieu too. And when they're constantly putting up offers and not performing, that's not going to work. I mean, I saw a graphic on ESPN tonight during the broadcast. The 7, 8, 9 hitters were hitting, and the rest of the guys just nowhere to be found. Again. Which has become a theme over this past week, which is shocking because it used to be the other way around. It used to be the 7, 8, 9 guys were the ones not doing anything. Now they are the ones doing something, but the rest of them aren't. And last time I checked, there are more than 3 guys in the order. So the other guys have to step up if they want to win games. Simple.
It's got to happen now. It says facts, Dylan. Tasty Pacey says IKF can say Yankees earned his role. You don't earn your role with a 70-something WRC plus. I'm sorry. Look, I get it. I know we all like the guy. I get it. Don't give a fuck. I don't care. No emotional. Look, I said it for Sevy. I love Sevy more. I love Sevy more than a lot. I hope none of my friends listen to this. There are a lot of friends I have that I love, but I don't love as much as Luis Severino. A lot of friends that I would do a lot for. I would go to battle for. I'd fight for. Physical fight, hand-to-hand combat to keep them safe. But I love Luis Severino a little bit more than some of those guys, right? No disrespect to them. It's not a slight at how I feel about them.
See, he would run through the wall for Luis Severino. If it was me, he would try to scale the wall.
I would run through a wall for. I would 100% run through a wall for Dylan. Dylan is not on that list of. Dylan's not on the Severino list. But there are friends I would run through a wall for, and then for Luis Severino, I'd run through a wall and then throw myself into a pool of piranhas for. And I'm sitting here criticizing him. I don't care. I do not care about I don't care that IKF's a hard worker. I do not give a shit. Produce. I want results. I need results on the fucking field. I don't care he puts the ball in play. I need results. Dude has a WRC plus below 80. The Yankees struggle offensively. He's part of the offensive problem. I do not care about a hot stretch. I do not care that he stole home. The Yankees need to hit. I do not fucking care. I don't care. Don't care. I'm not saying Tasty Pacey that you're being emotional about it. I'm not saying that. I just want to clarify. Just want to clarify my point that I think IKF has value to a baseball team, but the Yankees need bats. And if it means jettisoning him off the roster to replace him with a bat, I would 100% do it today. I can't.
And I love what IKF has been doing over the past couple weeks. I do. I even tweeted it. I love his hustle and stuff like that. So yeah, I do like IKF what he's doing right now. But I agree with Ryan here that the more important need is bats. And while IKF has been cool and all, is he gonna help us win? I don't think so. And that's unfortunate because that's not really a knock on IKF. IKF has, I want to reiterate this. IKF hasn't complained about, losing the shortstop job or becoming a utility guy or being asked to play the outfield. He hasn't complained about that once. And, he's always given 100% effort. And he's even said multiple times he just wants to win. I respect players that do that. They personally, for me, that earns more respect out of me for those guys. It does. But at the same time, I understand that, what you're saying that, we need more bats and stuff like that. I totally get that, and I agree. We do need more bats that actually make a significant difference and not just, hit a couple singles and maybe steal home once in a while, which, that's of course very cool. It's pretty cool IKF stole home. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but you know, it's not like he's gonna like be the needle threader and be like, okay, we need to rely on IKF now to win games. Like, if that ever came down to that, oh god, oh god, like and quite frankly, IKF isn't gonna be as hot as he's been forever. He's not. So we got to be a little realistic. But it's been a good few weeks for him. So I'm not trying to knock on him too hard. It's just the long term outcome is not exactly bright for him. It's just true. It is the truth. So.
Yeah, no, look, I realize I'm getting a little carried away because, I don't like the way that we're losing games, but I think you're more right than I am. I know that I'm taking it.
Well, you have a valid point.
I know I'm going a little overboard tonight, fellas.
You have a valid point. It's a very valid point that we need like a big bopper or a big bat that really makes a difference. I totally understand that. And if it does mean axing IKF, then it means axing IKF. Not literally axing him, if you know what I mean. But anyways, my point is if it means doing something like that, then I understand it. He isn't gonna be like red hot forever. He's not. But for what it is worth, I will say he has been, at least contributing on a positive side over the past couple weeks. Maybe overall in the season, not so much, but the past couple weeks, he does deserve a little more credit. And I'm not saying that you're wrong, Ryan. No, not at all. I'm just saying, for some other people that may say that, IKF got to go or this, that. I mean, he's earned his spot as a utility guy, but nothing more than that. I can't possibly see him as a guy being an everyday player. If he's an everyday player, that would be a very big problem. As a utility guy, though, I can see it, and that might be okay. That might be okay. I don't think, a team could always have a decent utility guy, and we thought it was going to be Oswaldo Cabrera, but clearly he still needs to go back to AAA still. So, maybe IKF ends up being that utility guy, and if he is, then so be it. As long as the rest of the guys are doing what they're supposed to do, then so be it.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I don't. Look, I'm just on a little bit of a shakier.
Listen, man, we all get it, man. That loss tonight was ugly to say the least. So we all get it.
Tasty Pasty also says the Mets put this game in a doggy bag for us. Yeah, they gift wrapped that. They handed it to the Yankees. The Yankees like, I'm good. Good on that. Don't need that. I'm just like
that. The Mets put this game. They wrapped it up in a Christmas in a present, put it under the Christmas tree, and the Christmas tree lit on fire and it burned. So
yeah, I can't. I don't know. Cry me a freaking river all the way to the Bronx. Your team's 5 games under 500. Everyone time the fuck out here. Because apparently, okay. The Yankees lost today. They lost and it was pathetic. The Yankees are still a playoff team right now.
Still 9 games above 500.
Right.
Too.
Guys have $43 million put into Max Scherzer. Fucking lit him up like a Christmas tree. Lit him up. Slapped his ass up all the fucking up and down the lineup by Scranton Rail Riders. I promise you, we are here, which is not a great spot. We're kind of like, you know what I mean? You guys are here. You guys are right fucking here. 10.5 games back to your division, man. Not in the playoff spot. Behind the goddamn Marlins.
And I don't mean to
it.
Not
taking it right now. I'm not taking
it. They also, barely beat us tonight when we went 1-for-15 with runners in scoring position.
They have one playoff win since Obama was in office, man. What do you want me to say? I don't even hate the Mets. Don't give me this all quiet.
Yeah.
Don't give me
Yeah,
this shit.
I don't even hate the Mets at all. I don't.
I
It's
don't
just,
have no animosity. I really don't care.
quite frankly, they don't have exactly room to talk.
No, they
They've
don't.
been
They
struggling
don't.
worse than we have with, quite frankly, of course, I'm gonna sit here. I won't sit here and lie. Yes, losing Pete Alonso was big, but they were struggling even when when Pete Alonso was still here. So, you know, it's two New York teams struggling. I think we can easily at least say that at the very least. We can't act like that the Mets winning this game makes them so much better than us now.
Dude,
Like, we can't do that. We can't do that.
the last time the Mets won a playoff series, I was in 5th grade, I believe. I'm a sophomore in college. I was a fucking big. I was like
I was in
little
middle school. I was in middle school.
tiny kid. I'm not getting. I'm not getting sunned by it. I'm sorry. It's not happening. I just look. I got a little bit of the Yankee fan came out there, but I no, just not doing it. We already talked about that. Don't know how much longer I can watch this bunch of 180 hitters. Poor drawback Cashman. Look, I'm gonna sit here and say something. It doesn't look good that you didn't get a left fielder. But what looks worse is that the Yankees had a long stretch of time without Josh Donaldson, and Oswald Peraza was not playing. Donaldson's really bad right now. Oswald Peraza is probably not going to play over him. I am privy to information that Aaron Boone is not a fan of Oswald Peraza, though I can't confirm that. Cannot. It's just, just connecting dots here. You know what I mean? Connecting dots based on playing time. I don't think Aaron Boone really likes Peraza. But maybe he does. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Cashman doesn't like Peraza. Who knows? Someone in that organization with power doesn't like Peraza because he's in play. Something gonna change? Like, are we gonna hey, this guy, hey, Donaldson kind of fucking stinks. Hey, do we want to change that a little bit? No, we don't have to do that because this team's fine. This team's in a good spot. They can't score. They look like me on Tinder, just nothing going on there. I can't even say that because I don't have Tinder anymore, but we're in a bad spot, man. This team can't score. This team is bad right now. Like it's rough. And I know Judge coming back's gonna not fix it, but it's gonna make it better. I know that for a fact.
Same thing with Bader.
Right, but are they gonna beat the Tampa Bay Rays in the playoff series? I'm not sure about that. Are they gonna be favored to? Absolutely not. Are they gonna be favored to beat the Texas Rangers in the playoff series? No. Are they gonna be favored to beat the Houston Astros in the playoff series? No. Are they gonna be favored to beat the Baltimore Orioles in the playoff series? Probably.
They probably would, but I mean, we can't sleep on those pesky Orioles. They're 43 and 24. So
I think it'd be even. I think it'd be pretty even. I think it'd be very close. I don't think that's
the lack of experience for Baltimore could be the difference maker, but we can't sleep on them though. They have been doing really good this year. So
I think the fact that we're sitting here and talking about would the Yankees we're debating whether they'd be imagine if I told you on March 1st the Yankees and Orioles are going to be debating whether Vegas odds are going to pick the Yankees to win a series over the Orioles in the postseason. You'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Yeah, that's where we're at right now. We're at what the fuck are we talking about, man? We're at the Yankees are unfathomably bad relative to the top of the American League. The A's, not the A's, the Orioles take Hicks, they make them better. Whatever adjustment he couldn't make with the Yankees, whether that's just because it was a mental thing, whatever. But the Orioles get a lot of value from players without a big time investment. Adam Frazier is making I remember when Adam Frazier signed with the Orioles, the big storyline was they only added Adam Frazier. Are we fucking serious right now? And he's been okay. He's been about a league average hitter, but getting a league average bat for about $8 million, he's getting paid basically what IKF's getting paid. He serves the same contact role. He's just as versatile, and he's a better hitter. And the Yankees would rather have Adam Frazier than IKF right now. See, for the Yankees, IKF, they have Adam Frazier. So for our hardworking contact, kind of gritty player, is 20% worse than Adam Frazier offensively, right? They pick up an Aaron Hicks on the waiver wire. We don't really have a Aaron Hicks, like a guy we just pick up that sucks on another team and then becomes a god here. They don't have those big time investments.
Padres did the same thing with Gary Sanchez.
Right, and I'm not saying the Yankees should have picked up Gary Sanchez or kept Aaron Hicks. My point more so is getting surplus value is something the Orioles do very well. Obviously, the Rays are known for that. The Yankees are not doing it at the same rate that these teams are doing it, and that's why they're getting outclassed. 6 out of the Yankees' 9 contracts that they owe $10 million or more to for the 2023 season have netted them below market value in terms of WAR during the duration of that contract. That's bad. That's 66% of the time you're missing on $10+ million deals. You can't do that. That can't happen. That's why you didn't have the financial flexibility to go over the Steve Cohen tax and then go over and get a left fielder. You couldn't afford Michael Conforto. Michael Conforto could have been a Yankee. I know the Yankees would have liked to sign Michael Conforto, and I know people are
I
inviting
would have liked it. I would have liked it.
It would have been great. And I'm going to look at Michael Conforto's numbers now. We're going to look at it right now together as a group, guys. 12 home runs, 348 OBP, 450 slugging percentage, 120 WRC plus. That could have been on the New York Yankees, hitting about 5th in the lineup, let's say, helping the Yankees out, giving them some stable offense. Instead, what do the Yankees have to do? They have to put this guy in. They have to put a guy in center that, I can't, no disrespect again, but, you have to hit him 5th. I think he hit 5th or 6th tonight. Should be hitting 9th. Jose Trevino can't hit. Like, I'm not even, like, Trevino shouldn't be relied upon to hit, but he only works on a team where 8 other guys in that lineup can hit. Jose Trevino works like Martin Maldonado offensively, except I think Trevino's a much better defender in the sense that the Astros have 8 really good hitters or 8 above average hitters to surround Maldonado, and that's why that works. That's why you can win a World Series with him. It can't be, okay, our shortstop is Volpe, who you're not going to get a lot of offense from early on. Your center fielder on paper isn't going to give you a lot of offense because it's Bader, and then when he's hurt, whatever you got backing him up, which is IKF. Your left fielder is a black hole. Your third baseman can't really hit, and he's a question mark. That's 4 positions right there. 3 positions I just named outside of catcher that you expect league average to below league average offense from. That doesn't work with a defense versus catcher that can't hit the way Trevino does. So Cashman put together a lineup that doesn't really make much sense, and that's a problem. It is, I don't know what your thoughts on that is, but
it is. It's simple as that. You can't have crucial positions like that having dead spots. You can't. Like, you got to get some power, some contact, something. Like you said, just some production, some good level of production. When they're not putting up anything productive, it's pointless. It's pointless. You can't throw them out there when they're doing that. It's so impossible to do that. You almost can't throw them out there. It's unfortunate that we're in this situation because we could be in a much better spot if they would have just handled the offseason better. Simple as that.
Yeah, I don't. It's not hard. It's not hard, guys. Anyone who understands baseball knows that's how it works. But I don't think. I don't know if that's where the direction we're headed right now as an organization. Cole gives up the home run ball and having a very different conversation. Yeah, if Garrett Cole gave up a home run in the 7th, I guess, yeah, we are having a different conversation. And that's why managing, like, that's why I've been saying this all day. There are moves you can say, would you rather have done this? Would you rather have done that? But I'm not going to blame Aaron Boone for this. What are your thoughts on that?
There's nothing Boone could have done. Boone is not up there swinging a bat. Those guys need to hit. It's simple. The Yankees went 1 for 15 with runners in scoring position. 1 for 15. It went to extra innings. The game went to extra innings despite that. The Mets were trying to give this game to us. So it's not Boone's fault. And Boone also didn't have Holmes or Peralta or King. He went with the guys he went with out of the pen, and outside of Jimmy Cordero, they performed. Yeah, maybe there is the question of whether Garrett Cole should have been pulled when he got pulled, but I think we also kind of forgot Garrett Cole got removed from I think it was his last start or the start before that from cramping. So they're probably, they're trying to be a little careful on their ace. I don't think they want him to cramp up again and possibly, deal with a big injury. I'm not saying that's the reason he got taken out, but, there's rationale behind it. And plus, too, with how the bullpen's been pitching, you should be able to rely on the bullpen as well. I'm not saying you can't rely on Garrett Cole, but, it's not Boone's fault. It's not. It's the offense fault. There's the only thing you could blame here for this game is the offense. That's it.
Yeah. And we're going to keep hammering that point home. Why are we not bunting in the top of the 9th and the top of the 10th? Why are we not hitting the ball? Why are we swinging at and I put an S on the manager. I don't know what the S on the manager means. I don't know if that's a letter grade for the night. But I don't think the issues that they didn't bunt. I think the second part of that, where why are we swinging, why are we swinging so much is a little bit.
We don't need to be bunting. Yeah. We just need to be having better plate
not swinging
plate coverage. Not swinging as much, and if you're gonna swing at the hittable pitches and not the ones that almost hit you in the rib cage. So simple as that.
Yeah, and to make my night worse, I don't know if you know the immaculate grid. This is completely unrelated. Do you know that thing? It's like this, like you
I
guess like
don't.
it's like 9. You guess like it's a 3x3 grid. You guess like based on the criteria. So let's say
Oh,
they'll have like
I think I've heard of it. I think I've heard of
yeah.
it actually.
I put Danny Duffy in for the Dodgers Royals one. Danny Duffy played for the Dodgers, but apparently he didn't pitch on the mound for them, even though he got traded there. So I got it wrong. So my night just got immediately fucking worse. I got to wait 24 more hours to play this goddamn game again. First off, Major League Baseball, fuck you. But secondly, we're gonna move on. Knicks Nation. Jake Bauer's gonna call it that last ball he just gave up. No, he just he wasn't getting that ball.
The ball was hit to the wall. The
That
ball was
ball,
hit to
if
the
it
wall.
got to that ball, that would have been an unbelievable catch. That would have been a highlight catch. And to say that we don't have Aaron Judge kind of exists and Harrison Bader kind of exists. Now they need a left fielder. That is true, but they do have 2 outfielders. Let's be real here. I know I'm going a little nuts tonight. Let's all be real here. I mean, we have 2 outfielders. We need a third one. And we need a third baseman, and we need a better shortstop. Either Volpe's got to get better, it's got to be Peraza. And we need offense from our catchers, and we need more starting pitchers, and we need a lot of things. But I don't think we don't have outfielders. I think that's a little bit much, especially when you have Judge. If Judge is your out, like, come on, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Simple.
yeah. But I get your frustration. I get it, man. No, you putting on Aaron Boone idiot when you guys are not hitting. Okay, I think I get what he's saying. It's I'm a little I don't know what you're saying, Robert. I just need a little clarification. I'm just a little confused. I don't know what he's upset about. I know he's upset about not bunting.
We can't be bunting. We can't
Right.
be
I mean,
bunting.
I don't think we can. And I'm just a little confused because like I don't know if he's mad. If he's saying that like getting mad at Boone is a bad thing, or
I
that's
don't
what I'm a
even.
little
I don't know. Maybe word the question. Maybe word the concern a little better. But
yeah, I just need a little bit of clarification, bud.
if the main concern is bunting, that's not the issue.
Yeah, I
We
don't think
shouldn't be
that is.
we shouldn't be sitting here talking about why didn't they bunt. No, we should be sitting here talking about why didn't they get base hits when guys were in scoring position. That's what we should be talking about. We shouldn't be
Yeah.
talking about why didn't they bunt guys over.
Yeah, no,
The last time we tried to bunt was with DJ, and we all know how that went.
And
We all
again,
know
like you
how
need to
that
score
went.
multiple runs in that ninth because had the Yankees bunted, like Nimmo still hits that double. The issue is that the Yankees. It's not that the Yankees didn't bunt. It's just that they didn't hit.
Yeah,
So
they
yeah,
didn't hit.
and that's really it. That's really it, guys. All these analytics and Boone didn't know Nimmo's a 337 hitter versus lefties this year. I understand that again, but I'm not. I'm not letting Albert Abreu face Brandon Nimmo. I'm sorry. I know that Nimmo hits lefties better. I'm not letting Albert Abreu is not facing Brandon Nimmo. I'm never doing that. You also have to play to your pitcher strength. Albert Abreu has a career 6.21 FIP versus lefties. 6.21 FIP. I'm not letting it happen. I'm sorry. I get it. I understand, guys. It's not happening. It's no shot that's happening. Not happening.
If Abreu was the one who gave up the hit, would we be saying that Boone left Abreu in too long?
Yes,
like you
that's
said
exactly
earlier?
what we'd be saying.
Like,
That's 100% what we'd be saying. And who else is the other guy to bring in? Like Matt Crook? He's also a lefty. Like who else do you bring in?
And Matt Crook has barely pitched. So
Right, like,
do you
he
really think they're
hasn't
going to go to him in a tie game? Or not even at all. So you really think they're going to go to him in the 10th inning of a tie game?
I want to know who's coming out instead of Nick Ramirez. That's all. And I understand, guys. I understand. It's hard. It did come out. He also, because remember, Boone also did say, and I don't know if people are aware of this. Boone said after the game, and I was expecting this, that not Mr. Bundy Peralta, Michael King, and Clay Holmes are not available today. So, based on that, you literally had no one else to go to. It was either let Abreu face him or yeah, and I don't really know if there was anything else. I just don't think there was going to be any. I just don't think there's another move you make there. I don't. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, there probably wasn't. They're not available. What are you going to do?
Yeah, and again, I can't. I'm so adamant about the Boone thing. I refuse. I fucking refuse to give Boone any shit tonight. I refuse. And I'm not even. We've both given Boone shit before, so I just refuse.
Yes.
I am
yeah,
a
we want to
man
make that
of
clear
honor.
too. We're transparent with every single player or coaching staff member. When Boone's been bad, we've said it.
Yeah.
We haven't just ignored it. But there's nothing Boone could have done here. It's the offense.
Right.
again. Gotta
I
emphasize that. Gotta emphasize that.
I am again. I am adamant. I have honor, guys. You say I have self-respect for myself. I get pissed off at things I want to get pissed off at. I'm not saying you guys can't get pissed off. I'm just saying I'm very adamant about how I choose to get pissed off. I have a very strict pissed off moral code. Um, our pitching's been great all season. Both the bullpen and rotation have been amazing, but our offense needs to step out and help our pitching. Bingo. I don't know if there's a. I can't give you an award.
We don't even need to
bingo.
add more to it. It's just been simple. That's simple as that. What Morning Brew Sports here said.
You know
'Cause
what I'm
they're right.
feeling? You know what I'm
What
feeling
do you-
right now?
What we feeling?
Tell me. This wouldn't, just get you going. Get a tweet. You see a tweet. You see the Yankees may send down 2 players. Like, why'd they send down 2 hitters? What the fuck is going on? So, but they don't tell you who's coming up. So, you know Bader's one of them. So you got to sit there in suspense for about 12 hours, let's say 12, 13, 14 hours. And you get the Yankees have added Austin Wells to the 40-man roster and have promoted him to Major League Baseball. I think that would just do something to me. Fuck fuck AAA. Fuck AAA. I know it didn't work for Volpe, but Wells is a better offensive prospect than Volpe is, and he's a little bit older. Fuck that for a second here. It would do something. It would do so much more than whatever the hell you got going on right now. I promise you that you would see something. You'd feel. I just want to feel something. That's all. Sometimes I just want to feel something. And right now, I really want to feel something. Not that my life is terrible, but the Yankees are not fun right now. They're not adding to the life experience, the thrilling life experience that is sitting in a random apartment in Binghamton and doing nothing for about 90% of the day. But look, I got a doubleheader to work tomorrow. So imagine I'm just sitting there at my desk, maybe ready to do the doubleheader. I'm like, man, I got a long work day ahead of me. All right, let's get this going. And I just see Austin Wells. I get my phone starts blowing up. I get a text from Dylan. You wouldn't fucking believe what they did. They just called up Austin Wells. That's a terrible impression of you, Dylan. But that's a horrible impression of I made Dylan sound like a 35-year-old New Yorker. I'd go nuts. I'd go nuts. And that's what the people need. I just want to feel jazzed, man.
Nah,
God,
you know what? You know what?
Be happy.
If that happens, you know what? The day Austin Wells gets called up to Major League Baseball, whenever that is, I'm just gonna send you a picture of Austin Wells' headshot and just leave it like that and see what you got to say.
Bro, at this point, I'm gonna start shaving my hair if they don't call him up, man. At least put him to AAA. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Well, if you guys like Bald Ryan, then I guess keep him in AA.
Yeah, no, please. Guys. Dude, I have so much. I have something going on next Thursday, guys. I can't go in patchy haired, fellas. Fellas. Let's have a fella to fella talk here, guys. I can't go to Yankee Stadium bald, man. I can't go a patchy hair, dude. It's gonna be a disaster. Come on, Yankees, look at me. Be my wingman here. Be my wingman, please. Help a guy out. Help a brother out. Come on now, help me out. Don't fucking do this to me. At least bring him to AAA. You know what I mean? I don't gotta do something crazy. I was thinking hunger strike, but I'm probably gonna kill myself if I do that. So I figured let's not die. I wonder how. Let's Google this. We're gonna move on to another question while I Google this. Where was we at? We are here. Oh, this is a good point right here, and I think you can kind of tackle this here because you mentioned this where it's like, we didn't really score on hitting.
Yeah, I'll read it for you. It says, so our offense is in trouble if we are getting excited when IKF steals home to give us the lead. Can we have professional at bats, move guys over for second, third? Yeah, exactly. I literally said it before. The 2 runs that gave us the lead back in that 7th inning were not because of something we did, but because of something the Mets did. Jeff McNeil made that error that allowed Donaldson to score. We made it 2-1. It would have been an inning-ending double play, but an error made it 2-1. And then 2 pitches later, the pitcher's just getting to the plate too slow, throws a horrible ball to home plate. IKF steals home. Yeah, it's aggressive base running, and yeah, it's cool and all, but I'd rather see the bats light it up and the bats be the reason we score, not having to get to a point where we got to have IKF stealing home. That's a fun fact. I'm pretty sure I think I saw this before. It's the first Yankee to steal home since Didi Gregorius in 2016. It's been that long. And, yeah, cool for IKF. He stole home. I love the hustle, all that stuff. Yeah, fun play. But when that's like the difference maker, and if that's how we have to score runs, that's a problem. And that's because that shows the offense is just not putting it together at all still. If that's how we have to score. If we have to score on errors and stealing home.
I
Yeah.
agree. And I also found out the human body can go 3 weeks as long as they keep drinking water without food. Yankees, you got 3 weeks, or else the Fireside Yankees is about to lose the co-host, guys. No, I'm joking. I'm not doing that, guys. I gotta eat, guys. I'd like to not lose my mind. But no, I don't disagree. Look, the Yankees gotta be able to score runs because they're good at baseball, not because another team's making mistakes. You're not gonna be playing, no disrespect to the Mets, but you're not gonna be playing the Mets every
And
day.
you could take advantage of the other team's mistakes all you want. That's cool, but also do what you're supposed to do, and that's do some good offense. Get that together. You know, you got to have a good balance of both. Take advantage of the opposing team's mistakes, but actually, put together some good at bats, and make them pay for the mistakes. Don't give them life by giving them bad at bats. So
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, I just want fucking score, guys. Please, I'm begging you. Please, please. We won so many extra inning games in 2022. It was expected we would win no matter what. Yeah, no, dude, it felt like we would just come through, man, and it just wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen. And I'm sitting here like, dude, I just want to win baseball games. That's all I want to do. That's all. I just want to win. When the fuck did baseball not become about winning? God, I mean, it's 2-0, swing, 3-0, swing. God, did you not play baseball? Good Lord. I mean, I can't. I can't, man. I can only say so much. Like maybe I'll sleep on it and I'll wake up feeling a little better. But man, shoot, dude. Like I could be playing, like instead of watching the game, I could have played like COD or something. I don't know, man. Like I could have been like doing something else and I watched the entire game and that sucks. That was not a game worth watching, you know?
ruined another Garrett Cole domination performance.
Yeah, it's over. Like, dude, we played the White Sox, Red Sox, and Mets without Pete Alonso. We went 3-5.
And we play the Red Sox again, so it could either get worse or it could get better. It could get better, but I don't know when it will.
Garrett Cole has thrown 12 innings of 3-run baseball, and we lost both of those games.
Hey, you know what? I'll just say this, man. If the Oakland A's can win 7 straight games, we can do that. But
no, we can't. We can't. I don't think we can. I don't know who's got.
Ryan hates my cautious optimism.
I don't hate your. I think your cautious optimism is objectively correct. But good God, this team, like, they're gonna like see. It's like I don't know what to fucking say. It's one thing when like you just all right, the Yankees, they lost, bad hitters hit bad, good hitters hit good, and when they get Judge and Bader back, it'll change. Like, all right, cool, whatever. It's like Giancarlo Stanton swings on 3-0. What the fuck do you want me to do about that? What do you want me to say? Jake Bowers is swinging on 3-0. What do you want me to say about that? Like, I can't say. I'm out of fucking words. What does anyone want me to say? What is Aaron Judge gonna fucking fix?
When's our reverse boycott night?
Dude, when am I just gonna be happy? Like, I just want this team to win a fucking World Series, man. Every fucking dude, I just want to be happy. That's all. I just want one team. You could never win a World Series for the rest of my life. Just one. I just want to say one team. That's all. Just one. Preferably before I die. I could die tomorrow. Come on now. I want to see a team win a World. I just want one. Just give me one. God, I mean, it's different if this team was like had some cheap fucking owner. Like, hey, the owner sucks. That's why we're in the situation we're at. That's $290 million in this payroll. We spent more, like a country's GDP on this shit, man. God, I mean, good Lord. Jesus Christ, dude. I can't, man. I just fuck. Like all I can do is sit here and like pull my fucking hair out. I can't do this, man. I can only say so much. I can't, and I feel bad for you, Dylan, because like just sitting there like, damn, like he's just fucking.
No.
You're watching the
man,
disintegration of a man's mental
go
sanity.
Off, man. Hey man, go off, man. Let it out.
I can't do it. I can't take it. I can't. I actually can't take it. I can't take it. But Aaron Boone needs to be careful not to put in his brio, and as far as he's concerned, huh? Oh, a Mets state smuggler Mets?
What?
maybe Boone is not the one who needs to be worrying about the meds he's taking or not. No disrespect, Gilbert. But what the fuck? Why is Volpe not bunting in this spot? Because you need more than one run. You can't. If he bunts and he pops it up, I would. Could you imagine if Volpe bunts and he popped that ball up to the pin? I'm not gonna say anything. Okay. I'm not gonna get mad. And Donaldson a ground ball up the middle anyways. I don't even fucking double play because he's slow as shit. He runs like he runs like, I'm not gonna say the other part of that, but he runs like, I'm not. Dylan will find. Dylan will know after the episode. Dylan will know after the episode what the follow up to that would have been.
Yeah, I must know.
Keep cooking, Ryan. I think I'm just yelling. I don't even think it's cooking at this point, guys. I think I'm just mad.
Nah,
It's
you
just
cooking.
therapy for
You're
me.
cooking.
I don't even know. I think it's just therapy. Like and it sucks too because like I don't even I'm not even like a yeller in person, man. I'm really not. Like outside of like the Yankees, like I'm pretty like, just kind of don't care guy. Pretty shy dude. Take a shot every time the Yankees Ryan drops a F-bomb tonight. I hope no one's driving while listening to this, because if you are, you decide to partake in that challenge. Yeah, if you
might risk getting pulled over, but
I just hope no one takes part in this challenge. For your liver's sake, I care about the health of our audience. You know what I mean? I love good liver health. So yeah, just keep doing your thing. Don't mess up your livers, guys. But that's an interesting game to play. I am in Binghamton. That is a party school, so maybe we'll consider playing that game at some point. But not we. I mean they, not me. I'm a good boy. I don't mess up my liver. You know what I mean? I make good health decisions. I drink enough Red Bulls to kill me. But Judge doesn't even swing on 3-0. Yeah, no, Judge rarely does. Judge, it's like it's got to be a meatball, and Judge is the only person who should be allowed to swing on 3-0. Hot take.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about Stan. Look, you lost it now. It's gone. It's gone. Boom, gone. You lost it. Can't do it anymore. Sorry, G. Love you, Big G, but no, not happening. Take it away.
It's a fair take.
Yeah, I would do anything for this to happen, to find out, like a report, like an anonymous source goes, apparently one of the Yankees hitting coaches walked into the clubhouse and said, if any one of you fucks swing on 3-0, you're getting benched. I would be like, oh my God. I'd feel something. It would feel like shotgunning a Red Bull. It would feel so good. I'd be so happy. I'd be like, oh, yes. 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 I'd be like, fuck yeah, baby. But they wouldn't do that. That would never happen. I'd cry tears of joy. Tears of joy, dude. You'd see. I would do a live stream of my own if that quote came out, and just sit here being like, I'd be popping like apple cider, I guess. Like that's like a fizzy thing. I don't know. Like seltzer water. I don't even like seltzer.
Sparkling water.
I hate sparkling water. It doesn't stick to the floor because it's water, right? So like it should be easy to clean, right?
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, I hate sparkling water. I have no problem wasting bottles of spark. I fucking no. Whoever, if anyone, okay, I want like opinions now, comments, because we're gonna wrap up soon, and I just kind of want an opinion on this right now. Sparkling water, yay or nay? If you say yes, I disagree with you, and I think you're wrong. And I think you're objectively wrong.
Nay is the only correct answer. If you said yes, I'll just assume it's a typo. Like
people are like, oh, McDonald's Sprite is rough. If you drink sparkling water, you're lying to yourself. Like I think you're gaslighting yourself into thinking sparkling water is good. Thank you, Jackson. Sparkling water is dumb. Thank you, Jackson. I agree. Everyone who likes sparkling water, you're just gaslighting yourself. Like you don't know, like you're just gaslighting yourself. You only like it because someone in your life likes it, and you think it's cool. It's not, okay? Be fucking original. Stop liking seltzer water and sparkling water. You're not funny. You're not cool, and it doesn't make you cooler. Okay, don't drink it. It's bad. It's terrible. Okay, you know what? This makes sense. Okay, this actually, I like this because it helped them stop drinking soda. This is good. But you see, he didn't say it because I like it. He didn't say because sparkling water is unbelievable. He didn't say because sparkling water is the best drink on planet Earth. It served an objective. That's a good reason to drink sparkling water. I like that. That's fine with me. I have this, and Dylan, I don't know if you know about this. I have this opinion with pasta too. I think people gaslight themselves and thinking pasta is like the greatest food ever. I think pasta.
It's not the greatest thing ever, but my family's Italian, so we eat a lot of that.
Yeah, I don't eat pasta. I really don't like pasta.
I literally had it tonight. Really?
So, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I can't, dude. I can't. I don't like it. I don't know. I'm not a pasta guy. I think that if I think society should be like, because if someone tweeted out like, yeah, I don't really like chicken wings. Like, I think people would be like, yeah, it's weird, but yeah, I can hear it. You know what I mean? But if someone dare I tweet out I don't like pasta, I get fucking ratio. Like, hey, what the fuck, man? Some brands of sparkling water are good. Nope, all of them are bad. Sorry, Papa. Hey, you're good, man. Don't worry about it. Nay, thank you, Marcus. Look, this advice didn't really help anyone here. But hey, if anyone in the comment section wants that advice, because I would never, I would never. I drink my I do love diet. I do love diet cherry Coke though. That is my Achilles heel. That shit is so good. But this is another comment. What? Who's a clown at a birthday party? What type of outfield are you putting out again? Who does Dylan? Is there anyone who should have been playing that didn't play today?
Not that I know of. I mean, I question maybe why Calhoun wasn't playing, but I mean, it's not like that's that big of a deal that you didn't play Willie Calhoun. So,
Yeah.
If there was anything to question, it would be that, but more for the sake of, is Calhoun okay? Because he hadn't played in a few games. The fact that he wasn't in the lineup wasn't necessarily like, oh my God, why
Yeah,
is
that was
Willie
weird.
Calhoun not playing? But, I was more concerned for his health because he hadn't played in a few games. I know he got hit right in the elbow from Rodon, but he pinched it today. So I guess that answered my question of if he was okay. But it's not like him not being in the lineup made me go like, oh my God, why is he not in the lineup? No, I wasn't like that. Like
Yeah.
the lineup is what it is right now. It's there's only so many combinations you could put out of it with how limited our options are right now. So
Yeah, no, that was a weird situation. That I don't feel like I just don't think he did anything to cause the Yankees to lose. I don't think it was a play or
no,
who played or who didn't play. It's just, and
it's
Dylan,
nothing. It's nothing off the field. The reason we
yeah,
lost is strictly what we saw on TV tonight, not what Aaron Boone did with the lineup or anything even in game. It's what we saw on TV with the offense. And if you were at the stadium, you're at the stadium. But other than that, it's the offense. That's why we lost. Got to
yeah,
emphasize that. The pitching did its thing. Aaron Boone did what he could. The offense didn't do anything.
yeah. I'm gonna
Simple as that.
sleep one day. It will be today.
What? Yeah.
But with that being said,
I do. Hey, before we do wrap this up,
yeah.
I believe my girlfriend asked a question in the
Oh, yeah,
chat,
yeah. Go
and
go pop. Where is it?
it'll it's
I can
somewhere
find
in
it.
there, and
I
it's a
don't know
good one
why
to
it
finish off.
doesn't.
It's a good one to finish off on because it asked. I think it asked about the Red Sox series coming up.
Yeah.
So.
First off, I don't know why it doesn't allow you to just pop up questions. I hate StreamYard. Let's tighten the shit up, buddy. But Sarah asked, any changes you guys want to see after tonight's game for the upcoming series with the Red Sox, aside from hitting? Ooh, okay, because exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I was
we
gonna
were
say
obviously
call
going to say the offense, but
I was gonna just say call Boston. Well, I'm going all in on that. But, it's a good question. Man, I mean, I feel like the pitching's done a job.
the pitching's done its thing. The pitching has done what it was supposed to do. If you know what I mean, like the hitting is obviously the main flaw. It's just I mean, I'm trying to think. It's a good question though because we could sit here and complain about the offense all we want, but we all know that there's probably something that we're missing that is not perfect and that we wish could be. So
You know what? No, I
looks
can't
like you.
because that's offense related. I was gonna say let's shuffle some guys around, but that's offense related. I think it's all offense. I think I'm all in on. It's got to. Well, okay, Severino's got to be better because I think he's
Yes.
pitched. No, he doesn't pitch in the
Yes.
series. Does he pitch in the series? Who pitches in this series?
Well, if he does, I
No, he
don't know if he
does. I
does,
think
but
right. I think he
if he
does. Yeah,
does,
because the Yankees don't have a fifth starter right now.
let me see if the
Yeah,
probables
he
are up.
doesn't
I'll
have. They don't
check
have a
real
fifth
quick.
starter. No, Randy. I think.
So
Wait,
it's
is Vasquez with the team?
Herman on Friday, Schmidt on
Yeah.
Saturday, and Severino on Sunday. So he does pitch this
See,
week. This
here's the
series.
thing. Because Randy Vasquez is apparently with the team. I don't know if he's on the taxi squad or if he's with the team, like he's going to get
Well, the
promoted.
probables are already up here on the MLB app.
Gotcha.
So they're already up. It's Herman Friday and then Schmidt
They've done
Saturday,
this
Stevie
before, though.
Sunday.
Like, I
Yeah,
remember.
I know they have. I know they've pushed to start here and there, but honestly, I expect it to stay this way. I do. I expect it to stay this way. So
Yeah.
if in that with that being said, we can speak of this as if Sevi was gonna
Yeah, if he's
is
here, he's
still
gotta
on
be
track to
better.
pitch Sunday. Which as of right now he is supposed to pitch on Sunday, which is another Sunday night baseball game, another ESPN game that we have. Woohoo! But Sevi does need to pitch better because man, his last 2 or 3 starts have been just ugly. ugly. It's been
Yeah.
bad. It's been bad, man. Like he's getting. It's not even like that. He's just like losing command. No, he's just getting lit up. He's just getting lit up, man. I don't know what he's doing, but the hitters are seeing him way too well. He needs to fix some things. He needs to fix some things. Like it's more than just like a small mechanical thing. No, he needs to fix some things because what he's doing right now is bad. Simple. It's bad. His ERA is up to 6.48 in the 4 or 5 starts he's had this year.
Yeah, no, definitely. So Severi is the guy. Severi's got to fucking get better.
Sevy's the guy to watch
now.
for because Herman's been doing
Yeah.
good. Schmidt's been doing good his past few starts. Sevy's the one guy that you're like, okay, he needs to really fix it. Especially right now when we're missing Rodon, we are missing Cortez, and we're missing Montas. He is the guy who needs to like really step it up. It's simple as that. He's the guy.
No, it's got to get better. He's got to be better. But end of the day, I think the offense is really a big key for me here. But
it's 90. It's for that. It's like 95% of the issue is offense. The other 5% is Severino. You need to fix it. But the offense still needs to click. So
the offense doesn't click, and I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna start. I'm not.
Because
I don't know.
For all we know, on Sunday Severino could shove, but then if the offense scores him like 1 or 2 runs, then how are we gonna be able to be sure that we'll win that game? And fun fact, we face an old friend on Sunday, James Paxton. So
he's 100. He's gonna dice the fuck out of this lineup.
We face an old friend.
He's going 7 scoreless. He's seven scoreless. I'm hammering the over in strikeouts. I'm making some free money. On underdog because that's league. I want to clarify. I'm not illegally betting, guys. Just need to, you can check my. I promise you guys it's not happening. But with that being said, because you never know when the CIA or FBI is listening. So legal. Hey, they want to investigate me. They can investigate me. I promise. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We apologize to answer all the questions. There was a lot going on in this one game. But we will get to more of them. And we'll make sure to just keep popping in the lives. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We got to like almost 50 views at one point, and like that was awesome. Like we appreciate you guys so much. You guys have been awesome. Check us out on all our platforms: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and of course the YouTube page. Audio versions of our podcast are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Drop a 5-star rating. You guys can follow our personal Twitter accounts; they're above our heads. And if you guys want to check out our articles, not just about the Yankees, but on all New York sports teams, you got the Yankees, Mets, Giants, Jets, Knicks, Nets. Islanders, Rangers. You got the WNBA. Got a lot of different stuff going on there. Make sure you guys check those out. We write plenty of great articles, so we appreciate you guys if you guys can give us a couple clicks there and let us know what you guys think about our written content. And of course, you guys can see us on our next podcast or live stream, which is usually tomorrow morning for podcast and after the game for live streams. Since we aren't playing tomorrow, there won't be a live stream. Obviously, we'll be going back live Friday night. So. If all things go well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's like rain going through Boston. You know how stuff. There's, the obvious reasons why we wouldn't go live.
We'll get you guys lives.
Yeah,
for sure.
I know I overcomplicated that.
Whatever circumstances happen, we'll make sure to get you guys lives at some point in the weekend. Our plan is for Friday, but worst comes to worst, we will make sure we get you guys this weekend for sure. I know we didn't get last night would have been a good one to go live for. Unfortunately, I was unable to, so we did not go live last night. But we were able to tonight recap the series overall. Yes, a lot of it was about this frustrating L, but that's what unfortunately overshadowed the Subway series. So we'll just hope for a good Red Sox series, and we'll make sure that we get you guys with some live streams after those games as much as we can. Get you guys some form of content, and simple as that. Just make sure you follow us.
Yeah, I'm going to go, cry myself to sleep, and we'll see you guys in the next piece of content you guys tune into. Peace out, everyone.
That was a cheery outro. That was a really cheery outro.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go bawl my fucking eyes out. But I'll catch you guys. Peace out.